Hi crafty friends! Today I am going to be making a Christmas present. Actually, I'm going to get started early. I realize it is only the beginning of September, but Christmas comes fast. So I've been playing around with lots of stuff, and yes, my craft table is pretty full today because I'm going to be making a steampunk memory box. And this is one of those, looks like chipboard or paper mache boxes that has a mini album in it. And I'm not going to decorate the mini album today. I'm just going to work on the box itself. So I've been playing with my homemade texture paste and lots of different fun things. So I probably won't be talking a lot. We'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to show you all how I'm going to be decorating my memory box. So without further ado, here we go. And I'm using my homemade texture paste, and there are lots of tutorials and recipes, and yes, it's in a salsa jar because I like salsa. Anyway, it's 1 part white paint, 1 part talcum powder, only I didn't use talcum powder or baby powder. I used drywall mud. It's the powdered kind that you make yourself, and 1/2 part white glue. So we're just going to play around with stencils, and I'm probably going to use my Holtz alterations embossing folders because I have the one that has the gears on it and the one that has the clocks. And I like both of these a lot. So I'm probably going to play with those a little bit. I also have a brass template. It's a brass stencil that I really like this pattern, so I'm probably going to use it too. I've got some spare parts by the Paper Studio, rosebuds that I'll probably use. I have some chipboard gears that I'll probably paint up. And my niece's name is Emma, my oldest niece. And so I have these metal letter things that I'm going to paint and distress and put her name on the box for her, because I'm going to make her sister one and probably her little brother. So I'm just going to play around and see what kind of a mess I can make. So the first thing I'm going to do is find my stencils, because I want to put some texture on my box, and I don't know what kind of texture I want. Ooh, that looks fun. I'll probably do that one. That one looks kind of fun, so I'll probably do that one. And I don't know about the others. Let's see. I also have played with a lot of these yesterday, so I don't know if I want to use them all or not. I don't think stars goes really well with this one. Okay. I also have these skeleton keys that I think this template will be kind of fun. So I'll probably use this one too because I really like it, and it'll go well with the whole steampunk theme. So I need a piece of cardboard or cardstock. So here's our box that we have texturized like that. Fun. Okay, and here's our lid that we did all kinds of fun stuff to. So now, while that is drying, I'm going to work on some embellishments, because first of all, I'm going to clean up my mess here. Throw that over there, put the lid on this, get a baby wipe and clean my hands, and we're just going to get messier, so cleaning the hands is probably futile. Resistance is futile. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video for just a few minutes while I give some stuff to dry and clean up my mess, and I'll be right back. Alright, so right now I'm going to play with these letters. Emma is my niece's name, and I don't like these being pink and white, so I'm going to gesso them first. And quite honestly, I don't know where they came from. I don't know who makes them. I just found them in my stash. But I'm going to gesso these, and then I'm going to paint over them because I want them to be something different. Something different than what they are. Alright. And like I said, these are metal. They're like aluminum or something, and they do have a sticky back on them, but I'm probably going to do something else with the sticky back. I've got my glossy accents that I'll probably use just because I like it, the way it sticks down better. But because these are super smooth, I want to give my paint something to stick to. So these are Master Touch acrylics. I don't know if you can see that too well. And I think I want to use, I have silver, whatever color this is, looks like gold, maybe it's copper, I don't know, maybe it's bronze, whatever. I have all these colors, but I like this one the best, and it probably matches my theme a little bit better, so I think this is the one I'm going to use. So those are still wet. Yeah, those are still wet. Don't stick your finger in it. So I think while those are drying, I'll play with my chipboard gears. And these are by Maya Road. I don't know. I got them at a garage sale for 10 cents or something like that. So these look dry. Or mostly dry anyway. Let's see what happens if I take that and mix it with the bronze. Because this bronze is really kind of red. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of red. I don't like it straight like that. So we'll just mix them up. That's much better. It's a much more toned down color. Now it's like a real copper. So now I'm just going to paint over. And because these were pink, it's going to give it kind of a nice little red. So now Emma is all coppery. I think I'm going to go over them one more time just to give them a nice even look. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we're going to do coat number 2. Even though they're not quite dry, we're just going to kind of go with it. Besides that, I have all this extra paint, so I might as well use it. Alright, so now I'm going to let that dry and clean up my mess, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back, and now I want to, my little gears are dry, so I wanted to add some of this blue glitter. This is the Plaid turquoise glitter, and I think I'm going to use my little brass template and do some of the glitter in that design over the gears, because I think that might be really fun. Get my paintbrush. You know what? I have another one. I'll just use this one. Alright, so I'm just going to lay the template on top of the gear and go from there. It's the worst that could happen. Famous last words. My gear stuck. My gear stuck. Sticky gears. So, I don't know that I like that too much, but it is kind of neat. Maybe this paint is just a little bit too thin. Ooh, I've got black. Let's try some black. I wonder what would happen if we put a little of this blue sparkly in the black. Just kind of thicken it up, darken it up. See what happens. Ooh, that's kind of neat. It's a black, but it's got blue sparkles in it. It's not a clean design, but the paint is thick enough. I don't know if you can see that. The paint is thick enough that you kind of get the impression like as if the stencil was dipped into it. So that's kind of cool. Let's try my sponge brush. This one, I'm gonna use my sponge brush as a pouncer. You can also use a Q-tip. Didn't think about that. No, it's still just kind of black. But that's okay, because I'm going to take my wet paper towel and just kind of smudge it around and wipe it off. Ooh, now it looks like a greasy gear. That's kind of fun. I may do that to this one too, although I kind of like that design. I think I'm just gonna make it a greasy gear too. But what's cool is now you can really see the blue glitter. That's fun. That's a whole lot of fun, actually. All right. And I think I'm just gonna make some gunk out of that. And since that's not a real clear design, I'll just take some of that blue glitter, boo getter. It's a boo getter. And I'll just put some like that. Now it's kind of cool. Okay. So there's that mess. I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to check out my box and my lid to see if it's ready to be gessoed, and then we'll go on. So I'll be right back. And I am back, and my box is, the texture paste is pretty well dry, and I found this old, it's like joint tape, whatever, and I think I'm going to use some of it because it's sticky back. I think I'm just going to put it in some random places on my box, and I don't want straight lines because this is supposed to be kind of crazy weird, so I'm just cutting off bits and pieces to put in places, and like that. I'm just going to do this before I throw some gesso on it. So that's all stuck down. So now I'm going to give it a nice good coat of gesso. Okay. So I'm just using a sponge brush, and I'm just going to give everything a nice coat of gesso. Okay, so once that dries, I will be back in just a few minutes. All right, so my box is more dry than not, so I'm going to go ahead. I feel pretty confident in being able to add color to it, so I'm just going to go ahead and start doing stuff to it, and we'll just see how it comes out. I have some of my Tattered Angels sprays. I have Coffee Shop, Stone, Tarnished Silver, and Woven Burlap. And because I'm kind of going with a metal color tone to it, I think I'm just going to start with this Woven Burlap color and just kind of give everything a spray. And this is probably going to go everywhere, so we'll see. I am going to be a mess. Alright, that looks pretty good actually. I think I'm just going to kind of rub that in places to get rid of the dots. See how awesome that looks? Like I said, I'm just kind of rubbing it in places to get rid of the dots. I don't want it to look sprayed. I want it to look tarnished or distressed. So I'm just kind of rubbing it down. Okay. So I love the way that came out. That's cool. So set that aside and I'll do the box. Okay, and again, I'm just kind of rubbing it down to get rid of the ink dots, ink spray dots. Okay, so I like that. That looks awesome. Ouch. I wish something was different about my light today. But that's okay. Alright, so let me grab a baby wipe and clean up that mess. Boy, I got this stuff everywhere. That's alright though. Again, if it ain't messy, it ain't fun. Who said art was clean? Alright. So now, I like the way that looks. And what's great about that Tattered Angels is it's kind of shimmery and you can't see it, but there's lots of sparklies. All right. The one thing that I am kind of upset about is that key didn't come out real well, but that is a-okay. So now I have some flowers and some stuff, some bling, and I'm just going to see what happens. So these are by Paper Studio, the spare parts, and I really like the flowers on these. I have them in purple and brown and some other color, I think. But I do like the way these look. And I don't want to gesso them too much because I really like that color. And I think it's going to be awesome on the top of this box. So I'm just going to pick out some flowers. So I think my top is done. I like it a lot. Alright, so I'm going to leave it like that to dry, and I'm going to start working on the box part. So I'll be right back after I make some room. Okay, now I am going to adhere my niece's name onto the box, but I think I'm going to use hot glue because I don't really like these things. Alright, so I don't really like these sticky back things, so although that's pretty freaking sticky, I think I'm just going to do hot glue just to make sure that they don't fall off. Wow, it's sticking to my fingers. So her name is on it. It says Emma. I like that. But I think I'm also going to put some of these flowers on them. But before I do that, I think I want to spray it down with, ooh, here's a stone color, which I like. So now it's sparkly. Still like this blue flower. Wish I could put it someplace. Alright, so I have some more blingy bits, and I thought I had one of these open. I thought I did, but I don't see any in my junk box. So I'll just take some of these. And the glue does not stay on these things. These are little flatback pearls. Like so. That looks cool. And I think I'm going to add one to the center of this flower. Like that. That's fun. All right. Now I'm going to take my stone just give it a spritz. Probably should have used the silver wherever it went. Boy, I am making all kinds of mess today. That's much better. There we go. That looks good. I'm going to go ahead and spray these other sides. Almost finished, but I want to put another gear on here. Yes, like that. All right, I am just about finished. Got a couple of more things I want to do to it, so I am going to clean off my space and I'll be right back. All right, I have a gear stamp, which I really like. It's by Stampabilities. And I have my StazOn ink. And I think what I'm going to do, since these sides are kind of plain, I am going to just do some random gears on the sides with my StazOn. I may do a couple here and there on this side. Okay, so that didn't work out too great, but it's on there now. So I'll just take a little on my Q-tip. See, there are no mistakes. We're just gonna go with it. I kind of really like that. That came out kind of awesome, actually. See what mistakes can do. That's what you get for playing around. You make cool stuff. All right. You hate it when your grandma used to say, "Stop playing around." Well, that's when the fun stuff happens. It's when you're playing around. All right. So that looks pretty good to me. Super distressed. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I have my walnut stain Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I am going to use it to distress my corners. Well, goes on my box. Oh, it helps if I do it the right way. It goes like that. All right, so here's her little keepsake box with her name on it. There's the top. Oh yeah, I was going to do a couple of other things to this. First of all, I have my stickles, and this one is in crystal. And I just want to give some touches to my flowers. And this will bring out the blues and the greens in there. And it will give a little bit of interest to these brown flowers. I love stickles. Should probably watch a video on how to make my own. Because I use it a lot. So there's that. So that just gives it a little extra sparkly in places. And then I had my, what color is this? Platinum stickles. And I just wanted to go around some of my gears just to give them a little extra oomph. Looks great. Fun stuff. All right. And here, oh, I have one other thing. I have a little handle that I wanted to use. That's what I get for not getting all my stuff together. So I have these little handles, these little drawer pulls. I think they are Tim Holtz, but I could be completely off my rocker. But I like them a lot. So I want her to be able to pull open the box. So I'm just going to use some of my glossy accents and stick that down right in the middle. And then I am going to put, nope, I'm not. I'm going to put my stickles there to act as little look like nail heads or brads or whatever. So we are all finished with Emma's keepsake box with her little handle. So I'm going to give you see if I can do this so that you can see all the stuff that we did with her name on it, the stamps, just like that. I could even do, which I might, since I'm looking at it, I think I'm going to put some rhinestones right there. And if I can keep my fingers out of the stickles, that would be awesome. Need some bigger ones. Let's see. My cat now has her little paws under the door. She wants my attention. Her name is Cookie Monster, and she is a monster. I'm just filling that little hole the glossy accents, and then I'm going to stick the rhinestone on top of it. Like that. All right. So now I'm going to let that dry. And that is the Christmas present for my niece. All right, guys, it's been fun. I had a blast. I'll see you soon. Bye.